Announcement. I made 35,000 pieces of content over the last 3 years, and I'm making changes. Number 1, no more wide general content. I'm only making business stuff for businesses. Number 2, no more ADD high production. It'll be light edits and mostly uncut. Number 3, more long form. Alex Hormozi, you guys, is following suit with Mr. Beast. Remember Mr. Beast made this tweet a couple weeks ago? People want more storytelling in YouTube content and not just ADHD fast-paced videos. You notice the similarities there, although Hormozi left out the H. So here's the thing. Although Hormozi is, following Mr. Beast's footsteps, they're for two very different reasons. Mr. Beast, I believe, is being pushed in that direction because he has created an entire generation of people who have insane TikTok brain. Like, I would not be surprised if there are like psychological institutions that are helping sway this because of what the damage is doing to that generation. But let's go back to Alex Hormozi because there's a lot of great Alex Hormozi stuff here. I watched his last video, how I gained 7.8 million followers in 40 months, 6 key lessons. There's a number of takeaways. There's a number of things that Hormozi talks about that I think are great and I want to talk about too. I want to reiterate or reinforce, but there's also a number of things that he doesn't mention that I think are worth mentioning. And so I think you guys who are following Hormozi, you're following Uncle Raph, you're following Hormozi, Raph Hormozi Association. You guys, I think, will be the most interested in this. So let's dive in. Oh, and those of you guys who are not following either of us, welcome to my channel. My name is Scott Simpson, or I'm also affectionately known as Uncle Raph, your source of creator economy news and wisdom and enlightenment. You guys, my motto is revenue is greater than fame. So if you're here to learn how to make more money with your content, then you found the right place. And I welcome you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. As a handshake. So the first point that I want to make that Hormozi talks about that I think is the most interesting, and I've been talking about this for a long, long time. You guys have seen me make content on this for the last year. My fundamental belief with short form content, shorts on YouTube, is that shorts kind of suck the life out of your channel and they don't really give back. It's kind of like a bad relationship, right? It's like a toxic relationship. You feel like the need to always feed this relationship so you get the dopamine hit of eyeballs, the success, but that success doesn't really translate into anything but kind of a dopamine hit, and it's very short-lived. I know a lot of people who create short-form content. They're like, I got 2,000 views on my short. Why would I want to create a long-form video that only gets 15? Doesn't give me that high that I like. That's a wrong way of thinking, because if you really dive into it, you'll realize that a short form video doesn't convert nearly as high as the rate of a long form video. Long form videos, because people spend so much time with you and they're so intentional about learning from you, they're much more likely to build trust immediately with you and buy your products and services right out of the gate because they trust you. They know, like, trust you, look in the eyeballs. Everybody else is looking at eyeballs where they're taking a dump on their toilet and scrolling through their content. Is that where you want to meet somebody? You want to meet them while they're in the bathroom squeezing? That's not the place where I make my best friends. Shorts, you guys, I've shown this before. I don't want to rehash everything out. There's a video right up here. There's actually a playlist right up here that you can take a look at where you can see all of my breakdowns of shorts and all the things that have been said by these big corporations like YouTube and Facebook and Adam Mosseri of Instagram. These guys talk about short form content creation and they give their thoughts on it. And my thought is that it leads to TikTok brain and that it also doesn't result in the traffic that you want. And that fundamentally is what Hormozi gets to. After 35,000 pieces of content, it didn't take me 35,000 pieces of content. It took me like 5 pieces of content to understand that there are massive problems with the shorts to longs bridge that YouTube has been promising for the last 2.5 years. It doesn't work. I was talking to somebody in the family niche the other day, the entertainment family niche. They've got almost 10 million total subscribers among all of their channels. And we were both lamenting on the impact of short. And he was telling me that YouTube has been pushing them to make more shorts because that's where their audience is going. They want content where they can feel that hormone rush after 15 or 30 seconds as opposed to having to watch a 15-minute vlog. And so for them, it's been very challenging in the entertainment niche to grab those eyeballs because those eyeballs have now all been trained into short form content. And I think that's ultimately what Mr. Beast is facing as well. He's trying to grab the eyeballs back from the people who are shifting over to TikTok and shifting all the way over to Shorts and shifting over to Instagram Reels for those quick hits, because he knows that if everybody keeps doing that, it's going to lead to a downward spiral for him. And I think Hormozi kind of figures that out. He doesn't really talk about that. His whole point is that in the context of a business, his thought process in the beginning was that YouTube Shorts were going to lead to longs, which were going to lead to conversions into his business. And what he realized was that the Shorts viewers stay in this little bubble. They stay watching Shorts. The long form viewers stay in this bubble. They stay watching longs, and the long form viewers are what convert into money. Another point that Hormozi brought up in his video that I think is extremely valid and extremely important is that entertainment content will lead to people who want more entertainment content, and education content will lead to more people who want more education. And education from a business owner standpoint is where you convert, because they're coming to solve a problem. And if you can illustrate to them that you have the knowledge to help them solve their problem and more, that's where the conversion happens. So the context behind the reason why he was sharing this was to illustrate and to say that he's not going to make as much entertainment content anymore because those people don't convert. Those people turn into subscribers. They turn into viewers of more of that type of content, because that type of content, entertainment content, gets a wider reach. But ultimately, it leads to less conversions into his business. It leads to lower RPMs for his AdSense revenue. Entertainment content is broad content that gets out to the masses, but it also brings in less money all around. Now, here's the point that I think Hormozi missed. Hormozi has 7.8 million followers across all of his platform. There's a lot of crossover there because I follow him on all of his platforms. So it's not 7.8 million unique followers. It's probably closer to a couple million unique followers, or a few million, we'll say a few million unique followers. He is at a point in his content creation journey where he can make a pivot like this, and it's not going to damage the number of subscribers or followers that he has. If you are starting from zero, it's important for you to create broad content. It's important for you to create content that's going to hit the browse algorithm, because you want that growth. You want that credibility. There's credibility in having a channel with 2.3 million subscribers. I posted this on Twitter the other day, and somebody likened it to a 70-year-old telling a 30-year-old to spend less time working and spend more time focusing on their relationships. Hormozi saying, I'm not making as much entertainment content as I am education content moving forward, is essentially like that. He's at a point where he can make the decision because he already has all the clout and credibility. So as business owners or as influencers, if you want that clout and credibility of having 1 million subscribers, then don't adopt Hormozi's strategy that he has at this point in his journey. Adopt the strategy that he used a couple years ago when he was really trying to gain that rapid growth. Focus on entertaining people. Make that part of your content strategy. When we do content strategies for our clients, you guys, in the very beginning, we do like 20% weird content, right? We're like 80% of your focus is going to be on how to, because that's how you're going to get the algorithm triggered, and it's how you're going to teach the algorithm what you do. And then we're going to do 20% that's like random, that's interesting, that's more out there and weird. And if you focus on a strategy like that, you'll start to see that your audience will start coming back for more. If all you do is problem solve with how-to content, it's one and done content. And if you haven't built the clout that brings people back, then you're going to be a revolving door of viewers. And that's not what you want. So Hormozi may have said this, they may have just cut it out, but his education right now at 7.8 is not applicable for people who are starting from zero. There are some things that are applicable, but this is not. And I think he kind of missed that point there. Hey guys, if you're a business owner or business-minded creator and you want to learn how to grow a YouTube channel effectively to make it full-time or to get more leads to your business, there's a link down in the description below. It's the top link. There's a little video there talking about what we do at Rafidi, showing some of our results. If you'd like to book a call, we'd love to talk to you and see if it's a good fit for you to work with our company. And also, if you want to learn how to, build yourself a cult like Ben Shapiro, check out this video right here.